Welcome. As a LING 36 student, I am in search for what it means to sound black. As you know, black culture is heavily integrated into today's society, and you watching probably have some answer that comes to mind when I ask the question, what does it mean to sound black? Is it really possible to tell? Before we start, it might be helpful to know that Black American English has distinct grammatical and phonological features that differentiate it from standard American English. However, for some, it might sound more natural or more familiar depending on who you spend most of your time around. Now, what's a better way to gather data than ask people for their opinion? In this video, I will be playing participants 2 clips without context and asking them who sounds more black. As well, I have sent out a poll for participants to answer to gather more data through a wider variety. Now here's some context. Candidate 1 is a popular streamer, Kai Sanat, where he is on a podcast speaking about his persistent mindset that allowed him to become successful. Candidate 2 is also a popular content streamer, Ray, who is talking on a podcast about his award where he recently won Best Reality Streamer in the 2025 Streamer Awards. Ray, an Asian immigrant, was heavily influenced by Black American English and utilizes grammatical features such as zero copula and consonant cluster reduction, while Kai Sanat better represents the phonological features of Black American English through his varying pitch range and prosody. My hypothesis is that listeners will perceive Candidate 1, Kai Sanat, as the black speaker due to prosody, pitch, and intonation, despite Candidate 2, Ray, showing both grammatical and phonological examples of Black American English, such as zero copula and consonant cluster reduction. Let's start interviewing participants.
Going back to school the next day, and it was like some people was calling me some people was calling my shit trash that I was going to the same school with. Some people was like, this nigga's not funny, he's corny. In New York, I think it's the hardest place to grow to blow up, because it's like in New York, it's like showing support is dick riding, like stop dick riding that nigga. Like,
oh, that's Philly too.
But
Philly.
yeah. So like it's just like, damn, like you're gonna have to get it out your own and shit. But I've always had that, but I've never let that get to my head at all. Cause I swear I've always had a vision, and every time when I one up myself, I just get more motivated.
Reality show or some shit.
They won like
reality. I'm a kid, but I forgot why I win, bro.
Yeah.
Like, it don't matter, man. Like, life is about living life and being happy, bro.
Yeah.
Like, this, like, fuck that shit, bro. We here, we are love.
Fuck them.
Yup. Nah, fuck them.
Yeah. Never mind.
Yeah, never mind. Yup. Right here, I'm with my uncle. Fuck. I forgot
That's
to
okay.
pronounce. Cause I'm not from here. I'm an immigrant.
I know.
Oh.
THEO.
I'm with Josh. Josh, do you consent to being interviewed?
I do consent to this interview.
Okay. You listened to the 2 clips.
I did.
Does Candidate 1 or Candidate 2 sound more black?
I think based off a lot of stereotypes and unconscious biases I have in my head, I'm gonna have to go with 1.
Candidate 1 sounds more black.
Yes.
Now, do you think they were both speaking Black American English?
See, I wouldn't know how to define that, so I couldn't give you like a distinct yes or no answer.
Yeah.
But I think showing that to most people, including myself, would deduct that they're probably both African American. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Yes.
Hello, I'm with Sailor. Sailor, do you consent to being interviewed?
Of course.
Of course. Okay, based off of the 2 clips that you were shown, do you think Candidate 1 or Candidate 2 sounds more black?
I think Candidate 1 sounded more black, just going off what I heard.
Going off of what you heard. Okay, based off of the 2 candidates, do you think either of them or both of them speak Black American English in those clips?
Honestly, I think both kind of speak Black American English. I think a little more on the first, but...
Okay. A little more. What do you mean by a little more?
I feel like just the word choices were more aligned with what I kind of characterize as Black English, but I feel like maybe the second person also had a little more, like, kind of rubbed off on them a little bit, maybe. Maybe it's like who they hang around or whatever, but...
Okay.
I don't know.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'd say both.
Thank you. Hello. Over 2 interviews, both participants determined that candidate 1 sounds more black than candidate 2. However, both stated that 2 candidates speak what they interpreted as Black American English. And over 11 poll responses, 90% say candidate 1 sounds more black than candidate 2. Moreover, only 10% said that candidate 1 is not speaking Black American English, while 45% of participants say candidate 2 is speaking Black American English. My hypothesis is correct. Results show that the majority determined candidate 1 to sound more black, despite clear evidence that shows participants interpreted both candidates as speaking Black American English.